Good day. In this video, we're going to solve this trig 3D problem. To solve these kind of questions, you need the sine, cos, and area rule. Go and look at the video that explains those three rules. Firstly, we look at the information that was given to us about the sketch. It says on the side here, B, D, and E in the same horizontal plane. Usually, we color it in lightly with our pencil just to let it stand out as the piece on the ground. Then they said angle BED is 120 degrees, written in for us. Then they said AB and CD are vertical towers. That means they stand perpendicular to the ground. Further they said AB, this line here, is 2 times CD, the line over there, which is 2h. So this is 2h, then this will be h, but it was written on the sketch for us. Then they said the angle of elevation of A from E is alpha. This is the correct way of writing the sentence, but it would have been more understandable for us if we wrote the angle of elevation to A from E is alpha. So in other words, the angle there from E up to A is alpha. Then they said the angle of elevation of C from E is 90 minus alpha. So that is the angle of elevation from E up to C, and there they wrote it in for us. I told you that you could put the 2 there for your brain's sake. Firstly, they ask us, determine the length of BE, the blue line over there, in terms of H and alpha. One way of doing it is to say, in triangle ABE, I redrew the triangle here. It just looks more familiar than that ugly one there. We can say angle A is 90 degrees minus alpha. That one was 90, that one was alpha. That means that one up there will be 90 minus alpha. There's 2 ways to answer this question. First way, you can use your ratios of grade 10 and say tan of angle E is opposite over adjacent. Then you can write tan alpha is 2h over BE, that side over that side. Then you times by the LCD, BE on both sides. Divide by tan alpha to get the BE alone. So BE is 2h over tan alpha. Please stop the video and get your brain around this technique. Another way would be to use the sine rule. You write BE over sine A is equal to AB over sine E. Fill in the actual values. Times by this on both sides to get the BE alone. Use your reduction rules and change the sine 90 minus alpha to cos alpha. Then simplify it to 2h over tan alpha. And it's always good to write it in on the sketch. The next question says, show that ED is h tan alpha, that ED over there. I redrew the triangle over here with information on it. We said in triangle ECD, angle C will then be alpha, interior angles of a triangle. That was 90 minus alpha, that was 90, so that will be alpha. One possible way of answering it is to say tan of angle C is opposite over adjacent, which is ED over CD. So tan of alpha is opposite over adjacent. So we can write tan alpha is ED over H. So ED is h tan alpha by timesing by the LCD. Please stop the video and get your brain around this technique. Another method could be the sine rule. You can say ED over sine of angle C is equal to CD over sine of E. Fill in their actual values. Times by sine alpha on both sides to get the ED alone. With reduction, change the sine 90 minus alpha to cos alpha. Then you know that sine alpha over cos alpha is tan, so your final answer h times tan alpha, what they asked us to prove. Please stop the video and get your brain around this technique. Choose which one suits you best. Next they ask us, prove that BD, that blue line over there, equals this answer. We may use the Cos rule on triangle EBD. I took that triangle, rewrote it over here with all its information on it. The Cos rule says BD square equals to ED square plus EB square minus 2 ED cos angle of E. Then we fill in the actual values and lengths. We square this term out, get the answer. Square this term out, gets an answer. Simplify this, and it ends up with minus 4h to the power of 2. And use the reduction to get minus cos 60 here. Using my special angles, I change them minus cos 60 to minus a half. Simplify this piece, and I get plus 2h squared. Add these three terms into its simplest form. Factorize the h squared out at the top. And square root both sides to get rid of the square over there. And I have my final answer. They asked us to prove that BD is this answer, and there it is. Please stop the video and get your brain around this part. Please indicate whether you liked or disliked the video and subscribe to the channel. If you run into a 2D or 3D trig problem that you have trouble solving, you may send a clear WhatsApp photo of your problem to this number and a clear WhatsApp photo of where you tried it. Then we will try and help you and send back an answer to you as soon as possible. Enjoy the 2D and 3D trig